got some fireworks tonight, don't we, Clark? These teams can really light it up.
Yeah, you've got great scores on both sides in this one, Kevin, and that makes it difficult to take anything away defensively. It's going to come down to can you get a few turnovers and some extra possessions. Whichever team does that, I think comes out on top.
Let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. And it's Murray in at the point. Now here's Porter. Now Jokic. In the corner, Murray with it. 4 on the shot clock. Denver needs to get off his shot. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray.
You know, you never know what Jokic is going to do because he's so unpredictable when he's working in the screen and roll.
They grab their own miss. And it's Porter with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Barton, wide open, he fires. Buries the long-range jumper.
Three-point field goal.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Booker. Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Here's Murray. Jokic passes to Porter. Murray outside. Driving to the basket. And it's Murray with the jam.
That tenacity on the drive. Murray is at his absolute best when he's in attack mode.
And guys, if the defense pays too much attention to Murray as a scorer, he can find his teammates with the pass.
And you know what, Greg? That surprised me. Watching him just the 1 year in Kentucky, I didn't know he had that in his package, but he's a terrific passer. And you're right, his feel for the game is outstanding.
Now, Jokic, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. And Jokic slams it in.
At almost 7 feet tall now, Jokic can definitely throw it down, and he's happy to remind defenses that he can do so.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Murray. This is it to Jokic. Back to Murray. Porter dishes to Murray. And that one drops. Murray's got his second basket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alderman.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. He told me one thing they can't lose sight of is Nikola Jokic's skill as a passer. He said it's easy to forget how good a distributor he is. Give him passing lanes you wouldn't give him other bigs. We can't just play him and let him create easy baskets. Kevin, he knows they will have to be on their toes, both on strong and weak side, against Jokic. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Barton, no luck.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set. Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. If you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Here's Murray. He's got 9. There's 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. To the paint. Barton kicks to Jokic. Good on the triple. Jokic has got 7 points in the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Now here's Booker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
And it's the Nuggets ball. They're on a 19-4 run. And it's Murray penetrating.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Out to the wing. Ayton finds Booker. Crowder a screen on Barton. To the middle. And Crowder jams it in.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. He has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for Denver.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son, Cancer.
And regarded as one of the best leaders in the game.
Anything, whether it's...
And with this younger team, it's got to be easier for Chris Paul to lead as that elder statesman.
Yeah, at times in the past, veteran teammates didn't appreciate his constant input. Credit these younger guys, though, for soaking it in.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Murray already a capable shooter from deep. I think the more shots he takes like this, the better he'll become at it.
And you talk to Murray. He said it was a lot of fun to grow up in Canada. Wanted to prove that you can play ball there and still get to where you need to go.
And as a prep, Murray formed a duo with Thon Maker to defeat some top American school.
And Murray blew up in some of the showcases. 5-star recruit, top 10 pick. Canada producing yet another exceptional talent.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Jokic, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. But Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you.
At his most explosive, Murray is a wrecking ball. And the way he's going tonight, he might just knock this entire building down.
Crowder with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Stolen by Gordon. Right side, Porter. Three-pointer. That's in. Coming off the assist from Jokic.
Three-point field.
Jokic has got his third assist on the night. Suns trail by 20. Pass to Paul. From deep three-point range. That one doesn't go.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Booker the pass to Ayton. The kick out to Crowder. On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Murray. No good from Booker.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing, but they don't want to chance that again.
To the inside. And stolen by Ayton. Pass to Booker. And it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Bridges attacking. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Jokic with it. 7 points in the game. Such a wide open look.
Porter Jr.
Porter's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Nuggets. And Clark, you know, you were actually one of the original stretch bigs, so do you think your game would be more suited for today's NBA?
Kevin, stretch big may be stretching it a little bit in analyzing my game. I did have a decent shot, but my work was done with ball skills and scoring inside. I would have added the perimeter shot, so I think I would have been able to handle today's game effectively, being kind of a combo forward. Big enough to do work inside, but skilled enough to get outside, too.
Barton finds Murray. Barton with it, now guarded by Ayton. And Jokic wide open, he shoots. Another three for Denver.
A lot of times Jokic is creating a jump shot for somebody else, but he's just as good a receiver as he is a distributor. And that's pretty impressive for a 7-footer.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air. Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Murray kicks to Jokic. Ball's knocked loose.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And Paul launches it from deep. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Kicks it out to Paul from past the arc. And so it's the Denver Nuggets finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24.
13.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview.
37.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Austin Rivers. He's out there with Monte Morris. It's Najee in at the 5 down low. You know, Clark, there's a patience to Morris's game that gives this team confidence.
Yeah, and I like it too, Kevin. I mean, he makes really excellent reads and never seems to be in a hurry or playing outside of himself. And he can orchestrate with the best of them.
Morris finds Rivers. Hits the three-point bomb. Rivers has got the first bucket of the third here for the Nuggets.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Over in the corner, Green. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Ball against Morris. Bridges outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Bridges has got his second bucket of the night.
You know, not every player can make that kind of a pass. I mean, Paul makes it look easy, but it takes really tremendous vision and timing to execute that.
Rivers gets a wide open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bridges for 3. Morris with the rebound. Denver's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. The pass to Najee. Rivers in the corner. Morris outside. No good from outside. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. Takes a step back. For three, Booker. And it's Denver with the rebound. Now here's Rivers. Morris right side. Passes it to Najee. Fires the three. He can't hit that time. Phoenix has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Kept alive. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Morris, no good. Well, Phoenix shooting a disastrous 25% from the field so far. Beyond the arc. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss. One of Ayton's specialties.
From deep. Morris, no good. The Sun squad struggling. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And pushing it up, here's Denver. To end the cold streak. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. And so here's Phoenix. Bridges, no one around him. Sinks the triple. Bridges got 8.
In perfect timing, this run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Yeah, it's still a big hill to climb. I mean, it was essential that they at least made some kind of dent in that lead before we got to the fourth quarter.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Intercepted. Takes the three. And again, Denver with the triple.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Outside Crowder. On the wing, Booker from deep. Pass to Bridges to the left side wing. Paul for three. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Najee. And for the Nuggets, their shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. That will count. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Denver in complete command.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancer.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Paul with the steal. And the shot's good from Crowder. On offense, here are the Nuggets. And here's Morris for three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class-leading. For three, Bridges sinks the three-pointer.
As they're trailing in this game, that they're trying to stay in it with the triple. Shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Pass to Najee. Back to Morris. And the pass to Najee. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 4 assists now tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Morris passes to Najee. And again, Denver with the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And here's Rivers to the left wing. In the corner, it's Morse. Shot clock at 5. Najee, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Bridges dishes to Booker. Looking to get it going. The kick out to Crowder. Passes it to Booker. Misses the 3.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Bridges for 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Dozier passes to Najee. There's the 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Booker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Paul dishes to Bridges. Lets it go with the 3. Pass to Paul. In the corner, Crowder with it. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. .130 left to play in the final quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Denver.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Out left to the wing. Jokic inside. He's covered by 8. And that one's good. Jokic.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done. I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's Murray. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now Bridges. Booker in the corner. It's good from long range.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Murray with it. Barton finds Murray. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Thanks for coming out.
Mavericks. Luka and Hardaway, they make up the backcourt. Finney-Smith at small forward with Porzingis at the 4. And it's Powell in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Suns, Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Well, Doris, a great collection of guard talent on the floor here. Both these teams driven by their backcourt play.
Boy, BA, a lot of pace, a lot of skill out there in the respective backcourts. This game probably will be won or lost based on the perimeter play.
Hardaway with it, and it's Paul picking him up to the inside. Kicks it to Doncic. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. And the foul on Chris Paul.
Chris Paul.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Doncic outside.
Mikal Bridges doesn't take a possession off. You love his willingness to harass the offensive player. So disciplined, so tough.
The drive by Porzingis. Left side, Finney-Smith. Powell finds Doncic. Doncic on the wing. To the paint. And Powell with the stuff.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
And Grant, after a training camp invite back in 2016, undrafted rookie Dorian Finney-Smith making the Mavs roster. It was a big deal. They saw a 3-and-D potential in this young guy.
Well, the effort and tenacity have been there from the beginning, and now the shot is coming along too. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Outside, Finney-Smith takes the 3. They grab their own miss. Pass to Hardaway. Inside. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
I know, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Booker against Hardaway. Clock at 6. Here's Finney-Smith. No good on the triple. For Phoenix, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Three-pointer, Bridges. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Porzingis with a screen on Bridges. And it's Doncic missing. The Suns trailing. Crowder with it. Now Doncic defending. Pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Doncic passes to Powell. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws. That's on Mikal Bridges. The first free throw is good.
Well, this is a decent free throw shooter, and where Powell could help himself is getting to the line a little bit more.
So he gets them both. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first. Outside Paul. Booker against Hardaway. Booker, the pass to Ayton. It's Bridges on the wing. From 8 feet away. Oh, got a piece of it. It's 2-on-1. Here's Porzingis.
This is not the big guy you want to foul. Kristaps Porzingis, an excellent free throw shooter. One challenge for Kristaps Porzingis has been his health, because over the course of his young career, he's missed about a quarter of the schedule to injury.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Paul against Doncic. Paul can't get it to go. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 6 from the floor. Indoors, throughout the league's history, a lot of players well over 7 feet tall have dealt with leg issues.
Yeah, in fact, even after the Knicks drafted Porzingis, if you recall, the front office questioned how he'd hold up. But boy, KP has put a lot of work into strengthening that lower body, getting down in the stance to hold ground and protect himself a little bit. This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. That one's good from Hardaway.
I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown signs of being a lights-out scorer. And he's got the game to do just that. He looks better and better every year, guys.
Ayton with a screen. Paul passes to Booker. It's Bridges on the wing. Oh, deflected. Pass to Ayton. An easy 2 on the layup. Ayton's got his second bucket on the night.
Don't let DeAndre Ayton get comfortable. This guy is a problem on the interior.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And they're...
Ladies and gentlemen, your son, Dancer. Ladies and gentlemen, your son.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Doncic. He's got 5. Pass to Hardaway. Outside, Finney-Smith. Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical, easy finish for KP.
Outside Paul. From 12 feet. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks leading. With the crossover, Doncic. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Nifty move. Paul shot is off. And here are the Mavericks now. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Oh, go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
Doncic against Paul. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Oh, wow!
Did he just do that?
With authority!
Wow. That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Bridges finds Ayton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ayton's got his 3rd bucket of the night. All right, Grant, if you could be GM for one rebuilding team right now, which would it be?
Oh, wow. That's tough. I mean, you got the Grizzlies with Morant. You got the Pels with Zion. You got the Mavs with Doncic. You know, I'll probably stick with the Pelicans and Zion Williamson. I think he has a lot to offer and has the ability to dominate in this league.
This guy difficult to match up with in transition because Booker can hit from anywhere on the floor.
Doncic against Bridges. Outside, Finney-Smith. Tries the spin move. The 3 is up. The shot, no good. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from outside the arc here in the second quarter. Back to Ayton. Over Finney-Smith. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Porzingis against Paul. Pass to Doncic. Powell outside. Hardaway with it. Paul with the double. And here's Doncic outside. Hits a three-pointer. Doncic has got 8 points.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Shamet. And again, it's the Suns missing. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. And just as he showed in college, Landry Shamet has a very high basketball IQ.
He does, and he makes great decisions with the ball. I mean, he takes care of the ball so well. He always plays under control and commands the offense exceptionally well.
The Mavericks have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Payne against Brunson. Out to the right wing. From deep. Kleber with it. And it's Payne picking him up. Just 4 to shoot. Brunson misses. The Suns have got 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. To the middle. Here's Kleber. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. And it's going to go on Cameron Payne. There's 39 seconds left to play in the half. Outside Payne. Here he goes. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Brunson with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks earning this. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the court right now for the Mavericks. Reggie Bullock is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Brown in at the 2 spot. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Brown. Spins. Out to the right wing. Here's Cauley-Stein. Offensive board. Back to Brown. Now Brunson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. He's on target from 8 feet out. Cauley-Stein's gotten his first basket of the night. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
Payne, pass to Johnson. Here's Shamet. Back to Johnson. Brown with the steal. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. And the jam by Cauley-Stein. And now a 12-point Maverick lead.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Here's Payne. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
You know, ever since the Orlando bubble, Payne has been a much improved player, Doris.
No, there's no doubt. Cameron Payne used the momentum gained in Orlando. That confidence has carried over, and now he's finding himself a rotation player who's making contributions.
And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there. Back to Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hardaway. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
Guys, you want to be able to score from all 3 levels, and Hardaway Jr. is capable. That instance, mid-range is on point.
Here's Nader. Back to Payne. It's McGee, high post. Here's Shamet, defended by Hardaway. Shamet, no good. The Mavericks have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Doncic. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Back to Finney-Smith. Left side Porzingis. Off target there with a little leaner. Well, the Suns shooting just 38% for this game so far. McGee a screen. Here's Payne. Another shot. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Bullock, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Free throw no good for McGee.
Boy, you take one look at JaVale McGee and feel like this guy was built for the game of basketball. Remember, both his parents played at a high level. His mom, in fact, won a couple titles at the collegiate level and a gold medal with the U.S. women's team.
Now here's Payne to the inside. Johnson. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Doncic outside. And Doncic hammers it home.
Well, the exceptional handle. Doncic has every move, can go in any direction. Look out, folks.
JaVale McGee standing 7 feet even, but a 7'6" wingspan, Doris.
Boy, you want to talk about, quote, a catch radius. This guy uses his length to great effect. Finishes above the rim and controls that airspace.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Brown, he's checked in for Hardaway. And Brunson is subbed in for Luka Doncic. And here's Crowder from the arc. Buries it from 3. Crowder's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Listen, this is a guy who can get hot from downtown. Great to see Jay Crowder being aggressive when given the opportunity.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Bullock. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Brunson against Paul. Now here's Booker. Outside Paul. From deep 3-point range. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Crowder with it. Guarded by Kleber. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Paul against Brunson. Outside, Brown. From deep. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Mavericks ahead. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You'll love the
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position. Not everyone has the green light to take that free in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Kleber. Outside, Brown. Down low. And Brown with the stuff.
The assist.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Bridges on the attack.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Pass to Brown. Cauley Stein with it. Stolen by Ayton. In transition. Here come the Suns. Here's Bridges. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And a player like Mikal Bridges, he's had very high confidence in his abilities.
Well, I mean, listen, his history is that of a winning player. Came into the league believing in himself because of his career collegiately. National championship player at Villanova. He has every right to think he can be elite.
Now here's Porzingis. Back to Finney-Smith. Tries the spin move. Doncic outside, and they force the shot clock violation. Great feed. Ball against Doncic. Pass to Booker. And Booker gets double teamed. And stolen by Hardaway. Right side Porzingis. Lets the 3 fly. That's good from Hardaway on the assist by Porzingis. And the Mavericks lead by 9. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their activity at the defensive end has been impressive.
Oh! Hammers it home. So nice.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Powell. Here's Doncic. He's guarded by Bridges. 6 to shoot. Spins. Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Authoritative finish by Luka Doncic above the rim.
And here's Paul. Fires for 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Booker against Hardaway. Shoots over Booker. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Dallas has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this 4th quarter. Minute 32 left to play in the 4th. Doncic against Paul. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 3rd foul so far.
He didn't have his feet planted.
1:25 left in the game. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. No good. And Phoenix the other way now.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Fires in the triple.
Well, you can't hesitate if you want to succeed in catch-and-shoot situations. Chris Paul, such a quick thinker.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. Powell with it. Is covered by Ayton. Nails the 16-footer. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
There's the foul. It'll go on Tim Hardaway. That's his first foul of the game. And it's the Suns with the ball. Booker can't get it to go. Now here's Doncic. Six on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, Phoenix grabs the miss. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Now Hardaway. And so it's Dallas winning this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road.
Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the center. And for Phoenix, the star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. And the kind of game fans love to watch, Greg. 2 offensive teams going head-to-head.
And the rules today favor offense, and that's why league-wide scoring continues to rise.
Amongst the best point guards in the history of our great game, Chris Paul has changed the culture of a few franchises. CP3 is a flat-out winner.
Now here's Conley. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. That one a little long. Booker with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Bridges for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Mitchell outside. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
Paul against Conley. Here's Ayton. That shot, no good. The Jazz go the other way with it. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Gobert pulls it in.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Conley gets the bucket.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
Here's Paul. Gobert with the block. Mitchell looking it over. There's the dish to Conley. O'Neal from long range. And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. Back to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. So the wing on the left. Bridges with the steal. Down low. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Ahead. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Gobert.
That's a terrific read by Gobert, understanding the offensive end better and better, especially as of late.
And you look at Mike Conley's game, just a steady floor general and deadly accurate as a shooter.
And Greg, I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how he competes on the defensive side. At 6'1", he's given up size on a nightly basis, but he won't let you pick on him. He gets after you.
Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovich. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. And it's Conley penetrating. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
To the middle. Here's Ayton. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Back to Mitchell. Crowder with the steal. Booker with it. Conley picks him up.
2 minutes.
And the wide open shot from Paul connects from three-point range. Paul's got 5 points so far. Outside Conley. Booker against Mitchell. And Bogdanovich kicks to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Back to Bogdanovich. Crowder with the steal. Here we go, all alone. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Utah leading. We've got 1:23 left here in the opening quarter. And taken away by Paul. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. He has 7. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
To the paint. Here's Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
Ayton hits them both. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to O'Neal. Will it go? Off the left rim and out. Suns leading by 3. Booker the pass to Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here's Conley. Wide open. Count it. Conley's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Donovan Mitchell.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. Booker with it. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Bridges passes to Crowder. And it's blocked by Conley, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. Stolen by O'Neal. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Suns ahead. They lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers. All right, this is coming out of the...
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
Drop it forward. They'll have Bridges and Crowder. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5, home in the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
And it's Conley penetrating, and the layup is good. Conley's got 8.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Ball against Conley. Baseline jumper, and it's off the back rim. No good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Mitchell. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
What hustle on the glass. Bogdanovich doesn't give up. Have to appreciate the effort.
A drive by Paul. Ayton finds Crowder. Ayton a screen. Here's Booker. Gobert with the block.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area. I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And one thing about Donovan Mitchell, Steve, he is always learning, always evolving.
Yes, he is, Kevin. Devours film, seeks advice from other star players, and he's not afraid to get out of his comfort zone. He has ambition for greatness.
Here's Bogdanovich. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Ayton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
And Steve, the differences between the regular season and playoff basketball. Break them down for us.
You know, Kevin, it's a higher level of intensity, and execution is a must. It's also hard to prepare for the playoffs until you've experienced it.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Conley dishes to Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
No good from Booker. Crowder with the steal. Ayton with it. Now defended by Gobert. No good from Booker. Jazz trail by 3. Mitchell passes to Conley. Back to Mitchell. Launches it. A three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got his third basket of the night right there.
Good play to get the ball to one of the league's best scorers. Mitchell says, thank you very much.
Ball passes to Ayton. Inside, O'Neal. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Gobert with the block. They get it back. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Utah Jazz.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
This has been Crowder's role for a while now. Often shoots more three-pointers than two-pointers.
Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. And he drives in. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Ball surveying the floor. Gobert with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. .41 seconds left in the second quarter. Bridges with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges attacking. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. On the wing, Mitchell. And Bogdanovich kicks to Mitchell. Back to Bogdanovich. Jay Crowder with the rebound.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And here is Conley. Mitchell outside. It's all tied in Phoenix. It's time now to go courtside as we said. All right, thank you, David. And folks,
the Jazz, 22.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Jazz. Whiteside is out there with Eric Pascal. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Ingles in at Patuga. He takes it in. Got a hand on it. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul.
JaVale McGee.
That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Clarkson outside. And that's a foul called on Abdul Nader. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Clarkson kicks to Pascal. Off target with his three. Suns trailing.
And what you love about Pascal, he goes right at defenders in the paint.
You know, GA, Eric is a bit undersized, but plays without fear. His height is just a number to him.
And there's the pass to Ingles. And here's Pascal. And here's Gay outside. And stolen by Payne. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right. And that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Very pretty alley-oop layup. And the Suns lead by 2.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Suns have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to Shannon. Shoots the 3. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Ingles finds Pascal. And taken away by Johnson. Shannon on the wing. He's covered by Gay.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Right side, the pass to Pascal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Johnson. The rebound by the Jazz.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Whiteside. The Jazz with another miss.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Johnson, the pass to Shannon. And Pascal pulls it down.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here.
2 minutes remaining in the
Shots good by Gay.
Great patience from the young big man. The game slowing down for Whiteside. You can see that.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. Here's Payne. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Payne's got his first bucket of the night. Clarkson looking for an opening. Dishes it to Ingles. Back to Clarkson. He kicks it to Whiteside. Gay left side. Pocket 6. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. A different look for Utah. Ball outside to the inside. Looking for Crowder. He gets it there. He blocks it again.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Ball kicks to Crowder. Booker outside. Drives to the hoop. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And the Suns lead by 1. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. Passes it to Mitchell. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Phoenix shooting just 31% in the game. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the third. Again with the block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Kicks it to Gobert. Mitchell outside. Back to Gobert. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. And the layup's good off the glass. Gobert's got his second bucket of the night.
In pick and roll situations, Donovan Mitchell has done an outstanding job of being unselfish and making the right play.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Jazz lead by 1.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Suns.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's the Suns with the ball. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Utah leading. Now Conley. Here he goes. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Booker the pass to Paul. Here's Crowder. Back to Booker. To the paint, and stolen by Bogdanovich. Mitchell wide open. Gobert, great positioning on the putback. And it's a 6-point Jazz lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
And it's Mitchell missing. Crowder against Bogdanovich. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice job by Crowder. More of a shooter than a ball handler. Surprising the D that time.
And both free throws good from Crowder. Jazz leading by 4. Conley surveying the D. The pass to Mitchell. The 3. Again, Mitchell missing.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Gobert with it. Chris Paul covering. Bogdanovich wide open. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
3-point field goal.
Mitchell's got 5 assists tonight. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Paul. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
When momentum is up for grabs, Chris Paul seizes the moment. He comes through when his team needs him the most.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Paul against Conley. Outside, Bogdanovich. Off target from outside. Suns trail by 4. Crowder, the pass to Bridges. The shape. And he lays it up and in.
Jay Crowder gets it. He's applying pressure on the offensive end, and he beats them with the pass.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Conley kicks to Mitchell. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Conley up top, defended by Paul. Here's Mitchell. Rejected by Booker. Here's Paul. Another one falls for Phoenix.
I mean, that's terrific finish in transition. Chris Paul dynamic when they're pushing the tempo.
Pass to O'Neal, and they get it. The shot off that time. The Suns go the other way with it. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Bridges passes to Ayton. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
On the wing, Booker. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. And Crowder gets it to go. On the assist by Booker. Booker's got 5 assists tonight. O'Neal against Bridges. On the wing, Mitchell. The offensive rebound. Phoenix leading by 4. Pulls up on the wing. Again, Phoenix.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
Paul passes to Ayton. And stolen by Bogdanovich. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Passes to Gobert. Now here's Conley. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Conley with the three. Pass to O'Neal. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Just 4 to shoot. So it's Phoenix again, turning it over. A putback.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 17-3 run right now. Conley against Paul. So the Suns win it. Some good moments.
guards.
Here we go.
And it's Jokic in at the center position. And tonight, the rare marquee matchup at center, Grant. This ought to be a treat.
Oh, yes. Two heavyweights slugging it out. Different styles, but the same goal, to dominate the painted area.
Tip-off goes to Denver. And here's Murray. Jokic with a screen on Paul. Murray passes to Jokic. Back to Murray. Takes it inside. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And Jokic, an elite passer for a guy at his position.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Now here's Ayton. Rejected by Jokic. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Nuggets on offense. Outside Murray. Gordon outside. Pass to Jokic. And there's a 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Phoenix ball.
Murray against Paul. Fires the three. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Booker has been accused of having some empty stats before, but mostly because the teams weren't winning. You can see now that the talent has always been there, and the winning's coming along with it.
Now here's Barton into the lane, and that one drops.
Yeah, there's a run to the basket, looking like a pinball there, drawing some contact. Deceptive strength for the skinny fella out there. Barton gets to the rim.
Here's Paul. 4-point game. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Really heads up there. Played where you locate the best open pass, and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Booker showed he still puts up numbers when his team is a legit contender, Brent.
Well, he's always been a gifted scorer, and now him learning about the value of both ends of the floor, that's been amazing growth from Devin Booker.
And it's Jokic, that time on the assist by Gordon.
In the painted area at that kind of size, Jokic is a rock that's not moving around.
Ayton, the screen on Murray. And he lobs it up, and Ayton with the stuff.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Left side Murray. Jokic finds Barton. Back to Jokic. Jacks up a three. On target from range. Jokic has got 5.
No hesitation from Jokic. The D had no chance really to set up.
Booker, the pass to Paul. Oh, Jokic with a block. Porter against Paul. They kick it out to Murray from behind the arc. And another 3 for Denver.
I just love the ball.
The Suns have gone 2 for 5 to start today's game. Pass to Crowder. Here's Paul with the drive. Oh, Jokic with a block.
Jokic using all 7 feet there. Good effort by the center.
Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. And here's Denver. They're on a 12-4 run. Murray passes to Porter. Jokic in the post. He's covered by Ayton. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And there's the lob. Outside Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Jokic. Paul with a steal. Pass to Bridges. Here's Crowder. Phoenix no good that time either. Denver in the lead. Ooh, poked away. Outside Murray. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long Jay. Give him 8 points now.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Aiden, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Murray finds Jokic. And he's all alone. And out of bounds. Denver will have it.
And I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns fast break. And Booker with the jam.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Jamal Murray, he's been the guy making things happen for the Denver Nuggets.
Please welcome your Denver Nuggets dancer.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the Nuggets here in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the floor for Phoenix, Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the three, the small forward. Ayton passes to Paul. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, how do I put this? Nikola Jokic, not the most chiseled physique. He said when he first made the NBA, there were no muscles. None. Now I have a couple, he said. To be honest, I like being a little bit heavier because guys are pushing me. I need that weight. It's funny they say, quote, he's not even in shape. I'm playing in 80 games, and they still say it. Brian?
Ah, the Joker indeed, Allie. Thanks for that.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Denver has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. The drive by Porter, and then Porter with the dunk.
And taking no prisoners as Porter gets up to the rim.
Plenty of reasons for the team to be excited about Porter, Brent, starting with his jumper.
So enticing to see a guy that size, BA, shoot with that kind of fluidity, especially from deep. So he's not just a gunner. He's starting to get his points in the flow of the game. That's dangerous.
Ball against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jokic has got 7 points in the game.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Ball against Murray. Paul passes to Crowder. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And Devin Booker at 6'5", cleared for takeoff.
Booker's gone 2 of 4 shooting. Jokic with a screen on Paul. Murray passes to Jokic. Back to Murray. Takes a three. Sinks it from distance. 11 points in the game.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Ayton, a screen on Murray. And a deep three from Paul. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
It's just so hard to score in this league, especially when you're out of rhythm. You got to feel for him tonight.
And here's Jokic outside. The shot that time not on target. Now the Suns take it the other way. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Shot selection from Chris Paul on point there. An efficient shooter off the dribble.
Murray against Paul. Pass to Gordon. On the take. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. And out of bounds, the Suns will take it. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Paul against Murray. The turnaround jumper. That won't go either for Paul.
Cannot get anything to go if there's going to be a way to get out of this hole. I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
In the first round. 2 minutes.
Here's Porter. Crowder grabs the miss. The Suns have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Barton with a steal. Crowder against Murray. The kick out to Barton. Pass to Jokic. And Grant, back when you played, were there certain types of teams that gave you more trouble, whether it was size or athleticism or maybe shooting?
Well, back in my day, I mean, the big, strong teams had a huge advantage. They could really beat you up and plant big guys inside, which really made it difficult getting to the rim.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
It's Bridges on the wing. Ball finds Crowder. Bridges with it. Barton with a steal. In transition, here they come. Outside for Porter. Wide open. Good as the jump shot falls. And the Nuggets lead by 16. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Denver.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
On top of all that, they've done a good job of making life difficult for the opposing shooters. They've had hands up and have contested a lot of shots. Look at the blocks.
The kick out to Barton.
Suns foul. Chris Paul.
Think about Jokic. Maybe he goes down as one of the all-time greatest second-round picks, BA.
Free throw drops for Jokic.
Jokic remained on the cutting edge of the evolution of the big man, assisting, blocking shots, buckets on the interior, shooting threes. Man, all he's got to do is sell the puck.
Pass to Crowder. Going inside, and Crowder with the jam.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
19 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Jokic in the post. He's against Ayton. Uses the glass on the layup. Jokic just got 6 in the quarter.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Denver. All right, good stuff, Allie. With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
We've got Austin Rivers. He's out there with Monte Morris. And it's Green in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Morris against Paul. Inside, goes up at the elbow, and the Nuggets getting another bucket to fall.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
And that one's good. Paul.
CP3 taking a hit, still unfazed.
Denver has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Morris for 3. And Ayton pulls it down.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And it's Morris penetrating. There's the 3. Rivers, good. Rivers has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, the deep ball accuracy is much more consistent now from Austin Rivers, learning how to be an effective shooter at this level.
Paul passes to Ayton. That 3's off the mark. Denver has gone 5 of 8 from outside the 3-point line in this one. Pass to Morris. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Bridges on the attack, and the layup is good off the glass. Bridges has got his first 2 points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Morris outside. Here's Rivers. Booker defending. Driving to the basket. Rivers, good. Rivers has got 5 now.
Aggressive move off the dribble. You could see the confidence growing right now for Austin Rivers.
Pass to Paul. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And the Suns get it back. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The competitiveness of this game lifting, and so Chris Paul is going to get to that standard. He enjoys being aggressive on the offensive glass.
Morris right side. Back to Rivers. The 3 ball. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Denver has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land in the third quarter. Morris outside. Pass to Dozier. Here's Najee. 3-pointer. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Crowder goes in over Green, and it's Crowder missing.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off. Crowder was in high demand as a free agent in 2020. A lot of people wanting his toughness on their roster.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Booker finds Paul. And he drives in to the paint. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
And with Crowder's free agency, team saw what he brings to the table.
Well, he's a good defender. He's relentless on that end. And he just brings that kind of toughness that a lot of coaches are relying on, and they know that's important in the postseason.
There's 53 seconds left in the third. And here's Crowder from the arc. It's stolen. Stolen by Booker. And there's the drive. Here's Bridges. Releases. Booker, the pass to Crowder. And here's Ayton. Back to Crowder. Down low. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Rivers' shot is off. The Suns have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turn.
And the Nuggets shooting a fantastic 57%. Jokic up top. Uncovered. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 13.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome.
Fans, please welcome your Denver Nuggets.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And so, in the game for Phoenix, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Murray finds Gordon. Now here's Jokic. Driving in. Back to Murray. Out to Gordon. From behind the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now. Up top, Booker. He's guarded by Barton. Pass to Crowder. Murray against Paul. 5 to shoot. 20 feet out. Jokic grabs the board. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And here's Porter outside. He drops it from range. And and the Nuggets lead by 20.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Here's Paul. Rejected by Jokic.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
The Suns shooting just around 36%. Not the best execution. Here's Bridges. Outside for Booker. To the inside. Here's Crowder. Can't connect from short range. Denver's gotten just one of their 4 threes to go here in the fourth quarter. Gordon with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Porter gets the bucket.
And Porter with good focus just to find some room in the mid-range.
The Suns have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Here's Paul. Outside for Booker. And the Suns miss again.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Porter, the pass to Jokic. Jacks up a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Crowder goes in, and Crowder with the jam.
Don't see that much from Crowder off the bounce and attacking to make the score.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Jokic. For 3, Gordon. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd assist of the night.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They're pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Pass to Booker. From deep. And it's Denver with a rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nuggets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Nikola Jokic.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
From outside the arc. The shot off that time. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Bridges. Outside Booker. Back to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Booker missing again. Barton with it. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Well, thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
sure in the backcourt tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
No, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in its center. And Paul launches it from deep, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
You know, going back to his rookie season in 2006, Paul shot under 30% from deep. It's amazing how much he's improved that part of his game.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Spins. Here's Booker. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. And you know you're special when you're drafted third and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
Here's Finney-Smith. Fires from the line. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. From the arc. Another three for Dallas.
That's a terrific play and a good sign. This team needs Porzingis to facilitate as well as score the ball.
And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Phoenix with the ball. Trailing by 5. Paul for 3.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
I like the way they've kept them shooting jump shots. No coincidence to find them in the lead.
Doncic from deep three-point land. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here's Paul. And the Suns miss again.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Suns trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Doncic.
2 minutes remaining.
He's got 6.
2 minutes.
And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Doncic has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Ball left side. Doncic with the steal. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. Feeds to Powell. Tries the spin move. Plenty of space. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 11.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
On to Hardaway. From outside, off the mark. Suns trail by 8. Pass to Booker. Tries from 16, and they pick up 2.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
About 3 seconds between shot and game play. And Ayton throws it down.
Hey, you know, when it comes to the pick and roll, Chris Paul does it with precision. His timing, impeccable.
Doncic from deep three-point land. Rebounded by DeAndre. Here's Bridges, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide-open look.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks lead by 5. And
Ladies and gentlemen, your Mavericks dance team. Ladies and gentlemen.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Finney-Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. And it's Powell in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Paul. From deep. Rebounded by Hardaway. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work. I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Paul. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, you know, that was out of his reach anyway, so I don't even know why he made that effort. No need to commit the foul there.
Oh, Ayton in position. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Dallas leading by 4. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Hardaway against Booker. And stolen by Booker. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line.
That's the second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
And the NBA shifting the rules. We're seeing record-setting scoring. But, Clark, some think the officiating has shifted too far in the offense's favor. What do you think?
Well, I can certainly understand that sentiment, Kevin. It has created a circumstance where the offense does have the upper hand. That's always been the case, but it's tilted more so that way. But I think it's good for the game. Basketball is a contact game, but it's not a wrestling match. So I don't have a problem with the way the game is officiated as it is right now.
Crowder, the pass to Ayton. Back to Crowder. And here's Booker from the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. Doncic with it. Bridges covering. And the dunk by Porzingis. Porzingis.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
Chris Paul's mid-range game is good as anybody's in the league. And once he sees an opening in the defense, he gets busy.
Brunson scanning the floor. Crowder against Kleber. Some solid defense from 8.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. 1:04 left to play here in the half. Now here's Payne. Camp it goes, and the Dallas Leaders cut back down to just 1 with the basket from McGee.
I like the fact that McGee not just going through the motions here. I mean, setting a good solid screen, timing his roll perfectly. That's basketball 101 there.
Brunson kicks to Bullock. Driving in, and it's blocked. Payne looking around. Here's Johnson. Lays it up off the glass. And the Suns lead by 1.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Yeah, sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Brunson with it. Here's Kleber. Banked in off the glass.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
23.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Johnson is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's Nader in at the 3 slot.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now here's Payne, guarded by Doncic. Clock at 4. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Boy, excellent situational awareness from Hardaway Jr. that time. I mean, he seems to know exactly where to get when the break is on.
And Dwight Powell continuing his comeback. The ruptured Achilles back in 2020. And that injury now not the career ender it once was.
Well said, Greg. Guys come back from that because of the advances in technology and training. And a credit to Powell that he's back and looking as tough and as impactful as ever. He's a guy that kind of holds the mortar together on team. Does a lot of the stuff that needs to be done.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward, this guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
Paul against Doncic. Paul goes in. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight, and they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
And really deep through that side. Doncic has got 19 points.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
And that's his style right there. That's his game. He plays it as well as anyone. And when we get to crunch time, that's when he's at his best.
Hardaway dishes to Doncic. Hardaway passes to Doncic. The turnaround J. Yes, indeed it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Crowder, the pass to Paul. Bridges, left side. This is to Ayton. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Paul. And stolen by Booker. Crowder with it. Hardaway picks him up. And Phoenix with another turnover here. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Latrey. Bullock with it. He's against Bridges. And it's Bullock missing.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
No good from Booker.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
All against Brunson. And the rejection by Ayton. And he's able to get it back. Kleba kicks to Brunson over Paul. And it comes off the front of the rim. Suns trail by 8. And Reggie Bullock gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Substitution for the Suns.
And here's Payne, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Johnson goes in, out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Dallas leading by 8. Here's Brunson driving the lane. Takes it off the glass.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get ugly. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Brunson. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Now here's Payne. Brunson covering. Offensive rebound. McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Brunson the pass to Kleba. Here's Brown. And he misses his first shot of the game. And So it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter.
All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Hardaway on the wing along with Finney Smith. Big men on the floor. It's Porzingis and Powell. And it's Doncic in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
It's incredible. You hear the stories about Chris Paul and his leadership, what he's done on and off the court. Not just with his team, but the whole league looks to him for guidance and really trusts his wisdom. That's high praise.
Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Hardaway. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Crowder from outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Hardaway with a wide open look. Another 3 for Dallas.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Paul passes to Crowder. And Crowder grabs it in.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all she wrote from there.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Spins to the rack. Here's Porzingis. Out to Hardaway. Fires from deep. The shot that time not on target. So Phoenix will take it the other way. For 3, Booker drops in the tray. Booker's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Phoenix.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every 3 he takes.
Pass to Finney Smith. Back to Doncic. Ring shot on the way. And the shot is long. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive.
Doncic outside. Now the pass to Finney Smith. Hardaway against Booker. Here's Finney Smith. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The shot by Powell, no good. On the wing, Booker. Back to Crowder. Paul left side. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And Ayton throws it down.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
Hardaway against Booker. Hardaway passes to Finney Smith. Over Paul. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here's Phoenix. Right now, they're 9-0 run.
Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
1:31 left to play here in the 4th. Back to Bridges. Kicks it out to Booker. No good from Booker.
You know, ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Doncic. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker's got his 6th rebound on the night.
That's his first personal foul.
It's the first that narrows the lead down to just 3.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense. And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. 5 to shoot. It's good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Booker dishes to Ayton. Moves back up. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Crowder. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Booker.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
And it's the Suns with the ball. And Paul launches it from deep. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
talented
Here we
backcourt.
go.
Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. And for Utah, the backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at small forward. And Grant, these are two efficient offensive teams. In your experience, how much of that is your roster and how much is strategy and coaching?
Well, definitely most of it is talent. But hey, great coaching can make a significant difference unlocking that potential.
So it's Phoenix now, following the bucket by the Jazz.
The ability to drive with either hand. Booker gets the defender on his heels, draws the foul. Boy, Devin Booker is just such an explosive force on the offensive end. He can take over a game each and every night he steps between the lines.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Mitchell into the lane. Nice D from Bridges.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Mitchell, plenty of space. Oh, he buries the 20-footer.
You've got to be shot ready on the catch. No hesitation from Donovan Mitchell. Makes the defense pay.
Boy, when Booker gets locked indoors, he's as deadly as they come in the NBA.
Well, the list of guys who've gone for a 70-point eruption is still very short. 20 points per game for almost the entirety of his career. This guy scores with ease. I don't care what defender you send it to.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. To the middle. Stolen by Conley. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Bogdanovic, no good.
Jazz foul. Royce O'Neal. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. It's Bridges on the wing. Inside, Ayton. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. He's so willing to give it up to an open guy.
Outside Mitchell. There's the 3. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
It's stolen by Bogdanovic. All alone. That one falls. He's got 7. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Utah.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
For Utah, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Pass to Paul. That's tipped and stolen by Gobert. The 3 is up. No good that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Off target from 3-point range. Utah leading. Here's Mitchell. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
Such a great rhythm to what Donovan Mitchell does on the floor. Ready in the mid-range game, on the catch, or off the bounce. This guy is just elite offensively.
Out to Bridges. Pass to Ayton. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. From deep, Conley. And Ayton pulls it down.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Will it go? And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his second personal.
Well, Devin Booker's shiftiness gets himself into the paint, so aggressive, and it pays off.
Both free throws good from Booker. For Utah, they've gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Mitchell, the pass to Conley. 3-pointer off the mark. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Paul with it. Now Bogdanovic defending. Pass to Bridges. Down low. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending it back.
I just love the ball.
Outside Paul. Driving inside. It's blocked by Gobert. The 3 Three from Mitchell. And again, it's Utah with a three.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Aiden. Bridges outside. Here's Booker. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Utah's gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Conley with the ball. Now guarded by Aiden. Gobert passes to Mitchell. Outside Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Back to O'Neal. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Give that one to Jay Crowder.
Rudy Gobert is one of the game's dominant big men. He understands how to use his length and his size defensively, and he's figured out how to fit in. This guy is an outstanding screener offensively.
Here's Paul. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall.
Boy, how about the quickness of Mike Conley to get from deep.
Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for Utah. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And take a look at the Jazz performance here, guys. What do you think?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
On the court right now for the Suns. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. And it's Mitchell penetrating. And Mitchell with the slam.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority. Boy, an all-star from his 3rd season, and Donovan Mitchell continues to thirst for improvement. Scoring, rebounding, playmaking, everything climbing year after year.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And 2 other stats that Mitchell continues to increase: free throws made and 3-pointers made, Doris.
Well, those are 2 hallmarks of efficient scoring in the modern NBA. It's not about scoring with volume, right? He can do that. But Mitchell surpassing Karl Malone for the most 30-point games in Jazz franchise history for a player before his 25th birthday. Think about that.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Pass to Gobert. Left side Conley. Paul with a steal. Now Crowder, defended by Bogdanovich. For 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Conley, he's open. Cans it with nobody near him. Conley's got his 2nd basket on the night.
Mike Conley continues to perform at a high level. Over a decade as a pro, still doing work.
Mitchell against Booker. Pass to Crowder. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Bogdanovich. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's foul number 2 for him. The Jazz have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Conley against Paul. Now Gobert. The kick out to Conley. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Bridges. Rebounded by the Jazz. Conley on the attack. Soft touch off the glass. Conley's got 4 points in the quarter. And Doris, you know a thing or two about dropping dimes from your college playing days. I've seen it. So in your opinion, who's the best passer in the league today?
Boy, this is not an easy answer, BA. Chris Paul is going to go in the Hall of Fame as a point guard, and he manned that position, and for a good decade, he was one of the best in the business. But if I were saying best ever and best right now, it's hard for me to go away from LeBron James. His vision, his creativity, his ability to make the game easy for his teammates, I'd say LeBron James.
Now here's Booker. 7 points in the game. On the take. And Gobert with a block. Pass to O'Neal. Now here's Gobert. Outside Bogdanovich. Fires the three. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 18.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Outside Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land here in the second quarter. For three, O'Neal. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Bridges, here we go. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
How about that drive from Mikal Bridges? Draw the contact, young sir.
The line for the Suns.
Bridges hits them both. Here's Conley. He has 7. 1:02 left in the second quarter. The three from Mitchell. Back to Conley. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Now here's Paul. Drives to the hoop. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Mike Conley.
Well, for Chris Paul, the ability to dribble, drive, and draw contact has been one of the defining characteristics of his game.
Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
On the wing, Mitchell. Bogdanovich on the wing, covered by Crowder. Pass to Gobert. 5 on the clock. Back to Bogdanovich. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
His third personal foul.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
At the line for the Suns.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Well, the modern NBA big is so highly coveted. DeAndre Ayton has got the ability to face up, to be a force at the rim. That's why you see guys like him go first overall in the draft.
And so it's the Utah Jazz. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Royce O'Neal is out there with Bojan Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Outside Paul. It's Booker on the wing. It's Booker on the wing. Ayton, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Booker. Rebounded by the Jazz. They led by as many as 18. Bogdanovich finds Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Mitchell, the pass to Conley. Now here's Mitchell. Shoots over Booker. Mitchell misses.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And Bridges, here we go. And it's Bridges with the jam.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Outside Mitchell launches it, and Aiden pulls it down. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. I'm watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Mitchell. Takes a 3. The Jazz again can't hit.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
It's blocked by Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell sinks the tray. Mitchell's got 17.
You can see Donovan Mitchell's shot mechanics from the time he entered the league to what we're seeing now. It's refined, it's on balance, and boy, does he make good.
And stolen by Gobert. Here's O'Neal. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. O'Neal's got his first 2 points of the night.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Last season, Draymond Green called out what he saw as a double standard. When players ask for trades, they're vilified. But teams can announce they're planning to trade a player and sit him on the bench in the meantime, and then it's taken in stride. Guys, he feels like it's disrespectful.
Well, that's something to consider, Allie. Thanks. Good stuff. A line change here for Utah. And here's Payne outside. That shot is off. So Utah will take it the other way. Outside, Ingles. Here he goes. And the layup falls.
Joe Ingles has a great feel for understanding when to shoot the jump shot or when to attack off the bounce. That is not bashful right there.
Now here's Payne. There's the block. Outside Pascal. Pass to Gay. Whiteside with it. The 3. Rebounded by Payne. It's Shamet on the wing. McGee. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Joe Ingles.
No debate there. He got hammered.
At the line for the Suns.
Good on the second one. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Clarkson outside. And it's off from three-point range. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Here's Payne. McGee passes to Payne. And McGee with the stuff.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Ingles from outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing. Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Now here's Ingles to the paint. McGee with a steal. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, it's stolen by Gay. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pascal finds Clarkson. Back to Pascal. And it's going to be out of bounds with the Jazz retaining possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
4 on the clock. Ingles passes to Whiteside. Oh, McGee with the block. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Clarkson. By himself. And so it's Utah liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They've had incredible success defensively. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And so, in the game for Phoenix, Johnson is out there with Abdel Nader. And then it's Landry Shamet, then there's Campaign, and it's McGee in at the center spot. Haskell, and slammed it home, and a foul! A chance at another point at the line. It goes on Chris Paul, a big group substitution here for Utah. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Whiteside. O'Neal comes in for Gay. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Ingles. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Clarkson. And Gobert with a block. Here's O'Neal. He's guarded by Paul. The 3 from Mitchell. Pure from 3-point range. Mitchell's got 20 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Oh, their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking quite a few as well.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
And now the Jazz on the run in transition. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Paul's got space. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.
Well, pre-shot preparation is there. Chris Paul anticipating his teammates going to deliver it, and then he delivers on the make.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. O'Neal misses.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Knocks it down from distance. He's got 26.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And Paul gets it to go.
There's an elusivity to Chris Paul's play. He's got the knack to get into the teeth of the defense and make something happen.
Pass to Mitchell, beyond the arc. Tipped away, stolen by Bridges. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
They're starting a new trend with regard to turnovers. It's becoming problematic.
The Jazz on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Gobert. From deep, Conley nails it from 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
The Suns have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Crowder outside. Back to Booker. He takes it in. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his third personal foul.
Well, free throw attempt numbers indicate just how difficult someone is to guard. Booker's certainly in the hard-to-check category.
The Jazz have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Outside Conley. Outside Pascal. Got a piece of it. Paul with a steal. Ayton with it, and it's Gobert picking him up.
2 minutes remaining in the
Shot
game.
from the wing.
2 minutes.
And the Suns miss again. Utah has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. Mitchell against Booker. Takes a 13-footer. Excellent D there from Booker. Well, the Suns shooting just around 26% for the game. Crowder outside. There's the drive, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Make no mistake, Jay Crowder has a craftiness that allows him to pick up fouls on his way to the cup. Well, you think about Jay Crowder's career, he has bounced around to a few teams. But one thing we know, he's always had an impact to affect the game with his defense and with his basketball intellect.
Pass to Conley. Here's O'Neal. The three. The rebound by Bridges.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Jazz.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Donovan Mitchell.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus. Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Mitchell with the ball, now guarded by Booker. Pass to Gobert, three-pointer. The shot misses, and Phoenix the other way now. And here's Booker. The three is up, and the Suns miss again.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Fires top of the key. So we see the Jazz taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team.